But yeah, so I was trying to get like matches against like Falcons, but the
Mm-hmm.
Falcons I were finding were not good.
Mm-hmm. I
It
feel
did,
you.
yeah. There's no point in me like putting up videos of me like bodying a Falcon. That's not gonna help me. So um,
Maybe.
I,
But yeah, I get you.
yeah. The way how I'm view the way I one thing I did notice about my own gameplay is that a lot like once you told me like how to like go about fighting a Sheik, um, like I started to apply rules to matches. And I realized like I don't really do that to a lot of the game. A lot of the game is more like just like go in, try to outspace, and then punish. It's very, very simple, but there's no real game plan or structure or anything like that. So it's very easy
Mm-hmm.
to it's very easy to disrupt that. So
Right. Yeah, game
so I'm
plans are
realizing
super, super important.
yeah, and I'm realizing I don't really have those. And it was actually Wasabi that pointed that out to me first when we were playing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like bodying me. Like I took some games, but most games it was just destruction. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how do I get to this point? And he's like, you don't have a game plan. He's like, your tech skill wise, you're fine. He was like, but you don't have a game plan to win. So I win just because I'm like, if I abide by certain rules and certain setups, I win. I'm like,
Yeah, that's how I am right now in Falco Marth. Like, Kadoran just has everything down to like a science, and then
hmm
I just have to play like pure intuition because I don't know the matchup yet. And you can kind of like muscle it sometimes just by like being fast and clean and stuff, but like you're never gonna get to that consistency without like a good game plan.
yeah, exactly. Like I said, I have quite a few more lessons left, which I'm very, very happy about. But
Mm-hmm.
what I was thinking is that for the most part, because I write these things down, I go back and I watch the VODs a lot. And what I was hoping is that like I understand like not every matchup has like a simplistic game plan. For example, like Sheik, like not every matchup is going to be as clear cut as that.
Mm-hmm.
But just in general, if it's like, oh well, when you go into this matchup, you should probably try to look for this or look for that. That would help me out a lot because,
Yeah,
like
I
I
can
said,
definitely help you with that.
awesome.
Okay, so which matchup were you thinking of doing?
So this time around, so here's how I was gonna go. The way how I'm looking at it, because we did Sheik, right? Sheik was one of my main ones, and I was like, damn, I suck at that. And we went over the matchup, and I'm doing really well against Sheiks. Even if I don't like always win,
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like I could have won. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
sometimes
just having that framework to play to helps. And that's what I'm
yeah.
always telling people is like cuz then if you don't do it, like if you don't win, are you like, okay, either they just super outplayed me or I didn't
hmm
follow the plan, you know?
Exactly. And there's times where I'm just like, I'll ask myself like at the end of the match, I'm like, did I follow the plan? And then I go back and I rewatch. I'm like, I didn't follow the damn plan. No wonder I got bodied. Like, I'm like,
That's happened to me too many times to count. Like what was I doing?
yeah. I'm like, I'm full hopping from like one side of the stage to the other and with a drill. I'm like, oh no, not this again.
Well, that's the thing is
But
that's always gonna happen. The
uh,
good thing with the plan is that like you have something to refocus to. So you're like, wait a minute, like this is like it's really useful in tournament, like in a set. Like you lose one game and you get to kind of sit and think about it. Like, wait, was I doing the plan? And if you realize you weren't, you can like adjust to that. You know?
yeah, that's true. So the matchups, like in order right now, like Sheik is not a bad matchup for me anymore, which I find, which is already
That's
great.
so good to hear. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like I just don't walk in and get bodied anymore. So I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that feels great. So now, like honestly, fast Falcons, like Falcons, like fast Falcons and Falcons that realize like they could kind of run away and like retreating stomp. Like I fall for that a little bit too often than I like. I see it happening, and I'm like, oh, I always feel like I can nair it, and it's like, nope, stomped,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm in a bad situation. So that's just a discipline issue right there. But in general, I really don't know how to deal with Falcon.
Okay.
Um,
I understand
and
that character really well, so should be a good lesson.
yeah, Well, if we could just go over Falcon for this lesson, I'd much appreciate it. And then like
All right.
from there, then like next lesson, I would pick a different character. Because like I said, once I get a game plan, that's like a super good foundation. And then from there, I can adjust myself just because like I've played the game for like 10 years. But
Mm-hmm.
um, the game plan or just like something to start off a match with
Yeah,
would
yeah, for
really help.
sure. Okay. So yeah, I'm searching.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no rush. I'm searching.
Online direct. I'm gonna go with that. And Jersey. I'm trying to remember.
FFF.
There we go. Found
Yeah,
it.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Slippy so great with that.
Yeah, I love the autofill. That's a life changer.
So we could do the whole like 3 matches, and then we
Yeah,
can go and talk
let's
about.
play a few. Yeah, and then like we can just stay like connected and like talk about it, and then like we can just go into the match, and I'll be like, oh, do this to me or whatever, you know, and we'll
Yeah,
sort
that
of
works.
like drill out a couple situations.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, well, ready, go.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Okay. All right, that was a good warm up game. All right, I'm good now.
okay, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, man. This is awesome. Nice. Mm, right. Hmm. Okay, so after this game, we'll do one more, and then I have like 3 questions.
Okay, yeah. Let's actually after this game, let's talk about it a little bit.
Okay,
Right
that
after.
sounds good. Oh God. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So what are you thinking?
So okay, so 2 questions. One, um, I have a lot of issues with. I don't know how to deal with Nair. Like I feel because I. So one thing right is like I do have a really good Falcon friend, but I didn't have the chance to play him because our schedules just weren't lining up.
So the reason I'm laughing is because I feel like that statement has probably been said by every top 100 melee player ever. But like, anyway, just continue.
Because like okay, so I feel like the reason why I feel like I don't have a good way of dealing with Nair is because I have a really bad sense of like where he's going to be when Nair ends. So I'm not sure if like if I crouch cancel Nair, I don't know if it's like a cross up where he could kind of just like be out of the way after he lands, and then I do my option after the crouch cancel, and he just comes in and grabs me,
Mm-hmm.
or if like oh he's about to Nair because I remember one time Hax was like oh yeah just stuff him. I'm like yeah let me do that, and then like he does a fade Nair and I get stuffed, and I'm like I can't really just do that can
Mm-hmm.
I? So there's that, and two question. Now this is a question for you. Um, for Falcons forward B, do you feel like it's a gimmick move, or do you think it's like a actual like a real move?
So versus Sheik and Marth, it's a very very real move, and
Hmm.
versus Spacies, it's worse than a gimmick. Like it's not even a gimmick. It's Falcons. It's worse than Falcon kicking. Like it's like I kid you not, there are more uses for Falcon kick than side B.
Oh wow.
Like in my like that's how I feel about it. Is like there's been a lot of times where like Falcon's in the corner and he kind of moves back from side B or sorry from down B, and so he can kind of like use it to dodge stuff, and he can use like down B like kind of like when falling, like he can use his Falcon kick to kind of like mess
Yeah.
up with landing and stuff. It's like and side B is like it's basically just worse than everything else you could ever do in like every way. And I think there might be like one or two like very small combo applications of it. And there's like one or two very, very minuscule like tech chase situations with it. But like
Mm-hmm.
especially in neutral, it's completely worthless.
Fair.
And
Okay.
I get mad every time I see a Pro Falcon side B against Fox. Like every time. Kalindi is my witness. I'm always yelling at the screen. I kid you not. Every single like SCL or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So annoying. Yeah, so side B is awful. I was more
Okay.
just using it to see like making sure you didn't get hit by it. And you didn't get
Got
hit
you.
by it really, so that was
I
good.
got hit by it one time, and it was because ran in and I went for a grab, and the startup like backed you up. That's why I asked the question
Yeah,
because
no,
like
the answer is pretty much just always either like full hop and dodge it or just shield. Like you just get a free punish.
got you. So
Like
that's what's been
it
missing the whole
has a
time.
lot of ending lag, and especially if you dodge it or like roll out of the way, it's just so bad. Like
Got you. Yeah, he kind of does fall on his face, doesn't he?
Like in almost every situation where side B would work, like if you have that same read, why not
Hmm.
just dash dance and then like knee or down air or something,
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
knee or stomp or whatever is almost always going to be better.
Hmm. Okay. But yeah, all right. So I just want, I really want to know how you felt about 4B, and now I know.
Yeah,
Now
and
I
like,
know.
and you're good enough against it already where like when I'm using it, I feel like it's clearly like a loss for me. Like I'm
Hmm.
not like, haha, this guy's weak against side B. So like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's generally good. It's like, so here's the thing with against Falcon is it seems like you have like you're not playing it like really really awful in
Hmm.
any capacity. Like there's nothing you're like I'm just like, oh, that's so bad. Like some people like legitimately will like full hop at my Falcon and I'm like, oh, that's bad. And then they feel
Hmm.
like they're in danger, so they double jump, and I'm just like,
And they
oh
get
no, like what do so like you're not
you
doing
want this
that.
up air. Yeah,
So
you
that's
want this
good.
up air.
You're doing most of the general things right, but then there are definitely like there's elements of the game plan that you are not versed in, and I think those like come through pretty hard because it's like you'll like hit me and it's like you kind of understand how to space around Falcon and how to like not kind of just get hit all the time, but then like your hits don't really have like a direction to them was like a big one,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like also when you're defending it doesn't feel like sharp or like pointy at all. So
Hmm.
like when I'm just kind of throwing out my moves,
Hmm.
here's the thing with Falcon. Okay, so I'll just kind of go into it and I'll just kind of
Yeah.
like describe stuff. So the number one thing to understand about Falcon is you cannot chase Captain Falcon. You can't do it.
Okay.
And as Fox, you are conditioned through years of play to be able to chase literally any character except maybe Puff. Puff is like
Yeah.
kind of the only character where you're like, I probably shouldn't chase this character, right?
Hmm.
Falcon is like Puff, but like 20 times worse to try to chase him. Like it's actually, if you chase a Puff, most of the time you just get back here. If you chase a
Hmm.
Falcon, most of the time you lose your stock. So do not chase Captain Falcon ever. Like ever. Just don't
Okay.
do it. If you feel like the Falcon is kind of running away from you,
Hmm.
just kind of like hold your space and kind of just like basically just don't let them do something stupid like short hop nair off the platform and hit you. And the thing is like if they short hop nair off the platform, the chance that you'll actually be able to punish it is pretty low most of the time. And
Okay.
I'll get to that in a second. But the
Hmm.
important thing is just don't worry about it. Like don't chase him. And if he's like throwing out moves everywhere and he's just stomping across the stage and running around on the platforms, it can be very tempting to feel like he shouldn't be able to get away with that.
Yeah.
But he can, and that's just Captain Falcon. It's the way that every other character feels against Fox, where Fox
Uh-huh.
can just run around the stage and throw out nairs and moves everywhere, and they feel like there's nothing they can really do unless the Fox kind of gets close and decides to interact. And
Yeah.
Falcon is like that with every character, including Fox, because he's the fastest.
Yeah.
So that's just like it's like as Fox, you are always the fast character. So you get
Except here.
so you get to play. So in every matchup, whenever there's like a speed difference,
Hmm.
there's like kind of clear archetypes of like the fast character and the slow character, where the
Hmm.
fast character is kind of moving around everywhere looking for an opening, and then the slow character is kind of like holding their ground. Maybe like they'll slowly like push across the stage and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
so like contrary to every other matchup, Fox is the slow character against Falcon, and that is like a really big deal. Like it completely changes how you should think of the matchup because
Hmm.
he is like more Fox than you are in this matchup.
Got you.
So you have to play Fox closer to like you are Marth and he is Fox more so than like you being the Fox.
Okay.
And that's
That's a good way to
really
put it.
disorienting for a lot of Fox mains, but like kind of this feeling of like you're just kind of hanging out and kind of shielding and wave dashing out of shield and like dash dancing a little bit. You don't really want to wave dash out of shield too much, like in neutral, but I'm saying like he hits your shield, you just kind of wave dash out, and like you're kind of just looking for your one little sneaky opening to like zero death him. That is a lot closer how you have to play against Falcon than you would think. So, like, that's sort of like a good mindset to take. Is just remember he's faster than you.
Okay.
So you can't chase him. So let's get into a game and I'll explain a little bit more.
Okay.
But that is like the number one thing. Like, you need to like grind this into your brain that if I'm here and like get on the ground and we're like this and I just kind of go like this and you don't get hit, like let's say you dash in and I do this, or I just kind of go like, and I'm just doing this stuff like that, you're not gonna hit me, like pretty much ever. And you just kind of have to accept that like you will not be able to hit a Falcon who's just doing this. And you can try, but in the end it's not gonna work out for you very often. Because they will just do some random thing where you're like, I try to hit you, and they go, you know, they're like those retreating stomps that you're talking about, right? Where it's like, this is what happens when you try to hit a faster character. Because if you think about it, you know, if I'm playing Peach against your Fox, and I try to like hit you, you're just gonna move away and then hit me, and it seems so obvious because you're the fast guy. But Falcon is even faster than Fox by like a lot. And the other thing is, like, you're used to your full hop being really good. But look at my full hop. Like, look, do your full hop? And here's mine. I have a bigger, better full hop than you. If Falcon had, like, Fox aerials, his full hop would just be, like, goated. Like, it's insane. Like, his full hop is ridiculous. Like, look at this height he goes to when he full hops. He goes at this nice, convenient, like, right over the platform height. And if he wants, he can even do like a little double jump thing, because he has this super convenient tiny double jump. So he can jump over you, and then you're like, oh, I'll just up smash that. And he goes, oh, no you don't. And then he murders you out of it, you know, because he has this little double jump. So like his movement is like really, really good. And so you don't really want to fight him in like a battle of movement, because he's just better. And it's very unusual with Fox, but he is just better. And so, okay, so I'm going to teach you the other super important, ultra secret anti-Falcon tech skill. Are you ready? And it's what you're doing already. Crouching. So, okay, so I want you to think about Falcon's moves. Which move does Falcon have, which moves does Falcon have that will hit you if you are crouching that are unreactable?
Unreactable?
So, like, you know, like, if I'm crouching like this, you can just nair me or drill me or up smash me or whatever, and or grab me, and all of those things are unreactable. Because, you know, so whereas this, so watch, when you see me stomp, just shield. Don't shield until I stomp. Ready? Okay. You should be able to shield this every time. You can just hear the audio and shield.
You can actually hear it. Now, question. Hold on. Oh, wait, I can do that. Because the way how... Oh, yeah, I hear it.
And you'll see his body, like, contort, too.
Yeah, it'll start to contort, yeah. I'm trying to power shield. I'm trying to be a jerk. Okay, but...
No, just shield as soon as you can.
Okay. But I think my shield's hella small right now. But I actually do see it.
I think you're getting an ADT, maybe. But so basically, this move is reactable. Okay, so ready? I'm in a knee, and I want you to shield it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
that's shield poke, but
yeah, it's shield poke. It's good.
But I got you. But yeah, I don't think he has.
So now you're gonna crouch, and I'm gonna nair you. And now you're gonna crouch, and I'm gonna up air you. Ready? Just hold crouch. Watch. Just crouch. Just crouch. So
wait.
I can't hit you with both hits of up smash. I can't hit you with this. Knee is reactable. Stomp is reactable. Up air doesn't work, so up air is reactable because I have to fall on you. And back air doesn't work either, and I have to fall on you with back air reactable. So, and down tilt is bad. Forward tilt is bad. So my
one question, and I'm pretty sure I can just look it up, but I'm lazy right now. How do people like run up and then they seem to crouch while they're like walking up to you? Like some people like run up and they immediately like are like this. Like I
Oh,
hit them
because
and
you can crouch out of run,
oh, okay.
not out of dash, out of run. Do you know the difference?
Like that.
So like if you can still dash dance, then you're in
Uh-huh.
dash. But if you go so far that you get this turnaround, then you're in run.
Okay.
So like if you look at there's like this little dash animation, and usually the characters don't really move their feet. So you'll see Fox while he's dashing, his feet just kind of like splay out, and then when he starts footstepping, that's his run.
Okay. So.
And so when you're running, you can just hold down to crouch.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so that's what people do when they just run in and crouch. Is like they're just doing a running crouch.
Gotcha. Okay. Adding that. All right.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, so and then like okay, shield whatever I do. Okay, ready?
Okay, my bad. I was on my. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. Shield it as early as you possibly can. Do not power shield. Don't try to power shield anything Falcon does. Always just shield as soon as you react.
That's crazy though. Like, okay, so you wouldn't want to power shield anything. You would
No, don't power shield. Just react and. So when you're crouching, let go of crouch to hold shield. That's why it's shield poking. It's because you're angling your shield down. Just crouch.
Gotcha.
So basically, you're going to need to practice that a little bit, because this needs to be second nature to shield all of my moves. But if you think about it, what can I actually do to hurt you if you're just sitting there?
All you have is grab, really. Now
All I have. Okay, so that is the answer that I look for, and my only move is to run up and grab. And so watch, if I run up and grab, just spot dodge it. So watch, I'm just gonna run up and just spot dodge it. Okay.
Okay. Hey, on hand.
Okay, so let me go a little further away. And then you just kill me. You just take my whole stock. Like out of that, right? So like if I do this and then you just spot dodge it and you just wave shine me, my whole life is over. Or up tilt me, whatever. My entire life is over. The only other kind of unreactable move I have is jab, which, as you noticed, I just jabbed you at 160% and you immediately just grab ledge and I have no way to deal with it. So it's like, wait a minute, why does this character seem so horrifying? And it's because it's like he doesn't, you know, you're looking at it, all of his moves don't hit. Like his moves literally don't function. So the reason why the character, huh?
That's a funny ass way of putting it.
And it's like you have to realize that this character is actually kind of bad. Like his moves do not hit you if you are sitting there crouching, and even if you're standing, it's usually the same most of the time. You can still shield, like you can shield stomp no matter what. You can shield knee easily. The up air I think hits Fox. You stand there? I think the up air hits Fox, just barely. They have to do the most instant up air. So the important part about that is that they can't up air if you're like a little bit away. So like if you're like right there and I'm right here, just don't move, and I try to instant up air you, I can't hit you with it. At all. Look at that. I have to do it from like literally in your face. And even then, I'm trying to hit you. There we go. So, okay, let's just do that again. Get into the game. Yeah. But, like, okay, so just think about that. If you just stood there and did nothing, the only move that Falcon can hit you with, the only move that he can hit you with, is this one. And if he does this, and you happen to spot dodge, or full hop, or roll, or wave dash back, or do any option to beat it, he's about to lose his whole stock from a wave shine combo. And so, if you think about that from the Falcon point of view, things don't look very pretty. Like, it feels like Fox kind of smacks him. You know, like, that feels rough. That, like, you can't even hit a Fox who's just sitting there. Like, it doesn't work. You can't hit him. And the thing is I say crouching as a thing because, like, it's super, like, it's obvious how none of the moves work. But honestly, when you're just kind of standing in place, none of those moves work either. You know, the only difference is like if you're standing there, stand right there, my nair will hit like that. But if I do it from here, the nair doesn't hit until the second hit. You know. Yeah. And so it's like, dude, that's just totally reactable. Like, it doesn't work. And it's like the only way that Falcon is really getting hits on you is when you move and commit in a way that gives him something. So it's like Falcon, if you stood there like this and you literally don't move at all for 8 minutes. if the only move I could use as Falcon was Stomp, I would not be able to do a single point of damage. The entire match. No matter how hard I mixed up, I go like this, I go like this, I'm moving around, and I stomp, and you just shield. Like, it's just reactable. It's just bad. So, like, if you do nothing, Falcon doesn't have really anything he can do to you. The best he can do is he can put this nair here. This is his best pressure, where he kind of puts this nair here and just kind of gently is like, can you not be there? But look, if you're not jumping into it, if you don't freak out and jump into it, you can just, you're fine. Like,
I think that was my issue when now that you say that, the whole jumping thing, because I love to like that. I love to do that.
So here's so this leads us to rule number 3 against Falcon: don't jump ever. So it sounds weird, but think about it. So okay, so remember how I had you crouching and none of my moves worked, right? So now short hop, just short hop over and over. Okay, that move works. Or if you short hop again, and this move hits you out of your short hop, if you short hop in perfectly, it hits right on activation. You know, if you short hop, this move works. If you short hop, that move works. If you short hop, this move works. So suddenly, wow, all of Falcon's moves work so well. He just destroys Fox, and it's like, no, he destroys Fox's short hop. That's what he destroyed, and he destroys Fox's full hop. But if you don't leave the ground, he's helpless. He's actually helpless.
So if that's the case, yeah, because I can just do every single reaction. So I'm assuming that most of my openers are going to be just grab and shine for the most part in my tilts. I'm assuming.
Yes, but okay. Let me get into it. Let me just get to that in a second. So the other thing is, let's see, dude, I got sidetracked. Okay, what was the next thing I was gonna mention? Let's see. So I just talked about how you don't want to jump, right? Let's see. You don't want to chase him. You don't want to throw out your move. There was one other thing I was gonna get to, and I zoned out on it. But well, I'll just move on, and I'm sure I'll come back to it later. Okay. So the other thing is, when he is in the air, he is really, really bad behind him. He has this move. He has this move, but that's it. He doesn't have any of his other moves. This move only hits directly under him. This move is only good in front, and this move is only good in front, and this move is mostly good in front. And so if Falcon is like in the air, and he's coming down, like, let's say we're on FD, and he's coming down like right on top of you, you 99.9% of the time won't want to go behind him. Oh, I remember the thing I was going to mention, and this is another rule, kind of like the jumping. And so I'll explain it. I'll explain it from the sort of root of the issue. So you don't want to wave dash in neutral almost at all against Falcon, and so you don't want to wave dash much as neutral as Fox anyway. So the reason is that if you are doing this dash, if you just do your dash dance, whatever. The same thing as you standing in place applies, or it's almost even like crouching, because notice how you get a little lower during your dash dance? Look at that. I'm trying to nair you, but you're just dashing around, and it's fine. And so the thing is, you're actionable during your dash. And so you are still in a position to be able to shield all of my aerials. So now, I have a Fox that I can't hit with any moves that are unreactable at all. And he's moving around the stage rapidly, threatening me. It just starts sounding really rough. And so, and so here's the reason why you don't wave dash. Is, let's say you're standing directly in front of me. So like you're right here, and you wave dash back. So just wave dash back? Okay, so I can hit this right there during your wave dash back. And suddenly, this whole thing where I can't hit you with my moves, if I happen to read you here with your wave dash, the reason why is you can't reactively shield during a wave dash. And so what I can do is read your wave dash timing, and then you won't be able to shield my stomp or my knee. And so, just as a general rule, you don't want to be wave dashing, because if I ever read it, then you lose that big advantage of none of Falcon's moves working.
You know, in all my years of playing this game, I didn't never think about it like that.
99.9% of people who play this game have not thought about that. Like, I taught KJH about that, like, literally the other day, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. As you're saying it, like my eyes like slowly widening. I'm like, oh.
I just had to not wave dash. Like, ever since I was a little kid, they told me
like,
to win the game I need to wave dash, you know? And now they're telling me not to wave dash against Captain Falcon?
I'm like, Ken was ahead of his time. Okay.
Okay, so you don't want to wave dash in neutral, and you don't want to jump in neutral. Which makes this matchup kind of weird, because all of your sort of movement tricks and things that you're used to using against other characters don't work. Or should I say, those things make you vulnerable. Like, just your general habits against other characters make you vulnerable. Because if I do this, I should be able to do this for half an hour while you're moving and keep trying to stomp you and never once actually hit with the stomp. It should just never actually hit.
Wow, okay. So I'm actually gonna like go and like practice against all that. I'm literally just gonna go and like set up a 20x spot.
Yeah, it's like, like, it doesn't work. That move doesn't work at all unless you are doing something. And so that's why all these things sort of come together. Alright, so let me give you sort of a reason for, not a reason, but like another sort of interesting thing about this matchup. And so what you, oh yeah, about to end, yeah, good point. Okay. So, this is one that's very difficult for people to grasp because it's not 100% true, but it's like true enough that thinking about it as true is very relevant. So, okay, so I want you to stand right here. Okay. Actually, so first of all, stand right here. So stand right here, and I'm just going to stomp you. You don't have to do anything, okay? Ready? So I'm going to stomp, I'm going to jump, and I'm going to instantly stomp, okay? So that stomp hits at a certain timing. You know, he goes, whoa, and then he stomps, right? So now I want you to stand right here. Oh, a little bit too much distance. So that stomp, this one, that stomp, and this stomp hit at the exact same time.
Okay.
So, like, so from this jump, this instant stomp, and this instant stomp come out on the same frame. So, the weird mental thing to kind of realize is that being close to Falcon is not more dangerous than being far away from Falcon.
I got you.
because my knee right here and my knee right here come out at the exact same timing. So so this is like very weird because most characters, if they can't just instantly throw out their move, like if they wanted to approach from here, they would have to dash in and then do this move. But Falcon can just jump across the whole stage. He doesn't have to waste frames dashing. So this nair, this nair, and this nair hit Fox at the exact same frame. And that is very interesting, but you have to realize that being far away, people a lot of times, they'll dash dance at this range against Falcon. And they're like, why? And it's like, well, because if he nairs in place, I'm safe. And it's like, well, who says he's going to do that? He's just going to do that nair. And so more important than being far away from Falcon is just being in an unpredictable position. Because if I think you're going to be where you are right now, and then you dash in, so 1, 2, 3, dash in, just don't dash dance, just dash in, you're not going to be there. You're not going to be in this position that I'm trying to hit. And
I've been in matches where that's happened before, where it's like, and I don't even know what's really happening, but there's just times where it's like, me and Falcon were like doing this, and he comes in, I run here, and he's over there, and then we're back to doing this, and then he runs and I'm over here.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the hell?
that is an extremely common pattern against Falcon, even at high level, and it's because the reasoning is that Falcon has to guess where you're gonna be on the ground. He can't he can't cover options. Like if Falco is right here and Falco does the dash forward down air and he does Falco down air right here, the down air hits this whole range. It's just this big nasty down air. Or if you do your nair, like short hop nair at me, like that. It covers this big range of like, wow, this Nair covers this whole range, you know? But outside of knee, which is not really useful in that way, like, he doesn't really have any moves that, like, cover this big range. If he wants to hit with Stomp or Nair, for him to hit with Nair, you need to be in this exact range right in front of him. And so, it's a really weird concept to get your head around, but if you think about it, all that matters is being on an unpredictable position on the ground, because it also makes it very difficult for him to do his one move that works on you grounded, which is this run-up grab. So if you're unpredictably crossing him up, you want to cross up Falcon quite a bit. Like, that's the thing, is you running underneath Falcon is not dangerous, because the best thing I can do if you run underneath me is this. And you can shield that on reaction. So if you run underneath me, it doesn't matter. You can be comfortably right next to me and be fine. But if you're a little too far away, if we're right here, so just stand doesn't matter, just pick a spot, stand there. If you're right here, your moves don't hit me, but my moves hit you. And so it feels safer, but that only happens against other characters. It's safer against Marth. It's not any safer against Falcon. Your reactability window will not change at all between this and this. It's the exact same thing. And so it's more about being unpredictable in your grounded positioning, more so than anything, and like being willing to cross up Falcon, than trying to like space him out. Spacing Falcon out doesn't really work. What you just don't want to be in the position where he wants you to be. And even if you are in that position, most of the time he will just stomp, and you can just shield it anyway. And so the best Falcons usually spam, like, they do a kind of mix of like threatening a grab, and so they'll usually do kind of like this grab threaten here, and then they'll nair. But the thing is that both this nair, if you get behind him, so I want you to dash through my nair, just dash underneath me. If you get behind my nair, it's pretty bad. Like, you can just get behind me and then kind of, do stuff like that. And I don't really have a lot to do there. And like, if I'm going for my grab, we already discussed it's super high commitment. So I miss this, you're just gonna murder me, you know?
Especially if I'm just dash dancing.
Exactly.
That's the hard. If anything out of this entire lesson, the hardest part for me is just not to do this. You know, it's just not.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, it's really difficult because you're like, well, I'm dash dancing, and I want to stop dash dancing, and I can't just let go. But it's better to like crouch out of a run against Falcon than it is to like wave dash down or something, because it just creates a vulnerability that doesn't need to be there, that he could randomly hit with something stupid like a side B.
Gotcha.
Like side B should never work, but if you're wave dashing, it'll work.
That makes sense. Now this is just a generalized question in Melee. So you said in most matchups you actually don't want to like be really like short hopping towards people or anything like that. You want to keep it to like just your dash dance and then go from there.
Well, yeah, most matchups you don't need to be like actually rushing in because Fox is so fast. Fox can... The thing is, you can choose to play aggro if you feel that it is the most effective strategy against an opponent, but you don't need to play aggro because you're faster. You can run away. When I'm playing Peach against Fox, I can't play defensive because Fox is just gonna laser me, and it's like I need to chase him. But like,
gotcha.
But like Fox, if Fox wants to get close to Peach, he can just run at her. If Peach wants to get close to Fox, she has to like work her way across the entire stage with nairs and shield and wave dashes and everything like that.
Okay. I'm really gonna work on that. I'm just gonna work on that so hard. Okay.
And yeah, so dash dancing against Falcon and not doing the wave dash is very difficult. Like, I'll give you that much. Okay. Yeah. So those are kind of the rules of the matchup. And I think we did about like 6 or something. And they're pretty like vague, or not vague, but they're like pretty general, and they kind of apply to the whole character. But there are like 6 of them or whatever, so I would say like definitely go over later and like write them down and kind of like meditate on like each of the rules. But these are the rules that I have picked up from a career of messing up Falcon. Like I have a very very good record. Like I finished 2019 / the beginning of 2020 with a positive record on every Top Falcon. I had a positive record on S2J, None, and Wizzy. So take from that what you will. But
Really, it's one that I can.
okay,
Right
so
now.
press start. We'll get in another game, and I'll give you some more stuff. Okay, so the edge guard flowchart on Falcon. It's pretty easy, and I think the answer is just always back air over and over. But
Always? Okay.
so there's not really a reason to go for other things. If they're at really low percent, then I think going for a shine is good. A lot of times if they're at low percent, not at low percent, but because if they're at high percent, you can just back air and be safe. There are situations where you can do like those drop shines you did when we were playing on Yoshi's, where you just drop and shine me out of my up B. Those are perfectly acceptable. And you can also sometimes like drill from edge and then like drop shine, you know, out of his up B. But the overwhelming majority of the time when he's doing stuff like this, you just want to back air him and usually just back air him off stage again. Because the problem with a lot of times with characters, you can kind of cross up back air, but a lot of times when you do that with Falcon, he super hard DIs down somehow and he'll like tech it here, you know? He'll do like the tech here and he'll be fine. So you usually just want to keep walling him off to the same side. And that's pretty much... Oh, the other trick is do not grab the ledge.
I was just about to ask.
Do not grab the ledge. Falcon is a very rare character where you don't want to grab the ledge, because if you grab the ledge, the highest thing you can do is like this double jump from edge back air as Fox. And he can just go over that. And then he's on the platform and he has his crouch cancel and he has his shield drops and all that stuff. So the only time you want to grab the ledge is if he's going to double jump to the edge.
Okay.
And in that case, you grab the ledge, and you can do like a get-up attack or a regular get-up. And his only options at that point are to like air dodge on stage like this. And most of the time, you can either like regular get-up shine, or you can do, if he does something like this, and he does like this kind of like air dodge like this, sometimes you can just double jump from edge and back air him off before he lands. And then you just roll to the edge and get in this nice position to like back air him over and over. Sometimes you can forward smash here or up smash or whatever, but generally it's gonna be the back air from on stage. And this is kind of a small thing, and I'll move on from it for a second. But I'm just gonna go Fox so I can show you. And you don't have to practice this. I just feel like mentioning this because this is like an interesting small detail not a lot of people know. If you're in this position and Falcon does this thing where like the back air will hit him here perfectly, but he does this thing where he kind of drifts back just a little bit so he can kind of grab edge like at that angle, like just barely grab edge, and your back air misses, right? Yeah. So what you can actually do in this situation, past, you know, the very low percents, when he's up at like kind of decent percents, 80, 90 plus or whatever, you can just short hop back air and tap jump. So tap jump allows you to buffer your double jump for 4 frames. And so like basically at the end of an aerial, if you're trying to jump, usually you have to like mash jump to get like the quickest double jump out of it with like Y or whatever. And you're not going to get it very often. But if you use tap jump, you just press up on the stick when your aerial is just about over, and you'll get a frame perfect jump every time.
I got that.
And
okay,
so
that's new to me.
And so the important tool there is after you do your roll to edge, you can short hop back air and fade back to catch him going to the edge, and then just tap jump and you'll re-grab the edge. So just try this a couple times. Just do the back air like that and then tap jump.
And you're not like buffering your jump, are you? So you're actually just clicking. Okay, so it's like.
Yeah, so just short hop back air from on stage and then press up right at the double jump height.
Okay, so.
Short hop back air.
Oh, short hop back here. Wait, so it's like.
Yep, and then like that, and just back air instantly. And tap jump. Oh, you almost got it. So like I said, this is a bit advanced and stuff like that, but this is, I just want to fill you in on this because this is one of the only things you'll ever actually need to edgeguard Falcon here in this mix-up. Like if you ever see this mix-up and you do a back air on stage and he just slightly drifts around it and you're like, "Arr!" This is usually the best answer that I have found for it, is just this back air tap jump. Because you get to grab ledge after. But It's a little advanced, and you don't have to worry about it too much. It's just a little fun thing if you ever feel like... Because normally you're going to be doing this instant back air against Falcon anyway, like this one. So you just do that and then you jump the ledge. But it's something to practice for later.
Got you.
But that okay, so that's a small detail. Okay, so let's see. So we covered the edge guard. The edge guard is really simple because of that. What were you gonna say?
No. You're good. You're good.
Okay, so the next one to cover is the combos. And okay, so this is another thing that's kind of small, but I feel like it's extremely important to the game plan. So if you double hit up air Falcon at 0, it will knock him down. So a lot of your moves at 0 will not knock Falcon down, but double hit up air at 0 will knock down. It's usually not relevant, but let's say you come off invincibility and Falcon does this, you know? Like you're invincible and you come down and Falcon does this and he double jumps. If you hit him with the double hit up air, it will knock him down and you'll be able to get like a combo out of it. Okay. But if you up smash me at 0, so just up smash, notice that it does not knock down.
Yeah.
But here, watch this. So die so that it refreshes the staling. One laser, so shoot one laser. Now up smash. Aha! It knocks down, and then suddenly you have a tech chase, like up smash, tech chase, up smash, or something like that. You know? Okay, so one more stock. So now so if you do one laser, and then you do single hit up air. So like do like a full hop falling up air. Does not knock down. So die. But 2 lasers does knock down. So do 2 lasers, and then full hop single hit up air. Aha. And that is like the ideal combo starter on Falcon, basically. Is the falling up air. Like, if you can hit it, you know. If you happen to hit the up air, it's the best combo starter on Falcon. So, so think about, press start, but yeah, so both the up smash there, the raw up smash, and the up air, those both knocking down are extremely, like, important in the sense that they create, like, very strong threats for Falcon. Like, Falcon is a lot less likely to try to do something like maybe like this. Because if he does this, at 0, he's pretty safe. But if he does this, and you get underneath and up smash him, after, like, laser me one time, and then I'm going to come in like this and do this, and you just up smash him, and you just happen to get, like, the knockdown, it's over for him. Like, you're just going to mess him up out of that, you know? So, like... And I'm not telling you to up smash there. I'm saying the threat of the up smash there is really important because Falcon, and sometimes you will just get an up smash. Like Falcon will just jump like this, and he'll just jump, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna back here, and you can just up smash him out of that, like just up smash me, and then you get like this big combo, you know. So like by having every single stock, when the stock starts, your goal is to somehow hit 2 lasers. At least 1 laser, but probably 2 lasers. That's really, really important. You need every single time Falcon comes back at 0. I'm not saying you can't fight him when he comes back at 0, but what I'm saying is if you can find a second to hit him with 2 lasers, it's like right here you could full hop double laser, and that's enough. You only need 2 lasers. And the thing is once you have shown Falcon that you will hit these 2 lasers at the beginning of every stock, he will start out each stock having to chase you. Because you're like, well, I'm not going to interact until I get these 2 lasers. So he's like going to try to stop you from getting those 2 lasers out. And it just gives you a little bit easier time at the beginning of every stock because he's kind of forced to either chase you or give you a better matchup with him at like 6% instead of 0.
Got you. Okay.
And so that's just, and the thing is, this won't be super, super important until you kind of get to like high level in this matchup, but I just want to introduce the concept to you and have you kind of get started on it so that when you get to that level and it becomes a lot more important, like, you know, each opening, each combo becomes more important, you'll already have the basis of knowing that you need 2 lasers to you only need 1 for the up smash. So here's the funny thing is sometimes I'll get 1 laser and then I'm like going for the second one and they throw out something dumb and I get the up smash which knocks down off of just 1 laser.
Yeah.
So it just kind of gives you like the best matchup possible against Falcon does not happen when he is at 0. You need him at like 5% or something. So it's just a small thing. You want those lasers because then your move's knocked down. The best way to combo Falcon, let's go on FD. So shoot your 2 lasers, or okay, and then just hit me like with like a stray back air. So just back air me or something. Okay, so I'm like right here. If you are able to successfully hit me with a falling up air at any point, for any reason, your brain needs to go into this psycho mode where the only thing you can think about is more up airs. Like, don't try to go for, like, nair, DI. Like, people will be like, they'll do an up air, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm going to weak back air, you know, or something like that. Don't. All I want you to do is up air, up air, up air, up air, up air, up air. When you hit that up air, you should just become a crackhead who wants nothing more than more up airs. And
as soon as you said that weak back air, I was like, yeah, go for the weak back
air. Yeah, because you hit the up air and Falcon pops up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna nair him, he'll survival DI, and then I'll up tilt, and then I'll back air, and it's like, no, more up airs. You don't need to think. This matchup is in this way, it is incredibly important. Only up air. Just more up airs, okay? I want you to ingrain that in your head. More up air. When Falcon... and you don't let him down. Just keep doing more. Just up air again.
Just keep on up.
Just keep up air. Because here's the thing: once Falcon is in the air, guess what Falcon is bad at? Coming down with you behind him. And if he's high enough up in the air and he's up here, you can get behind him every time.
It's true.
So that's the thing is, okay, so your goal is basically you up air like crazy. If Falcon DIs off stage far enough that you can edge go, like basically you don't want him to be able to double jump to edge, because if he can't double jump to edge, you get your nice like back air, back air, back air, back air for everything. And so like a lot of times you'll get him, you'll probably up air him, and let's say he's at like, so yeah, do like laser back air again, just like start it off. Okay, so like let's say you hit your up air and then like I'll DI kind of like to like here around like 80 damage, because that's kind of when you can't up air again without like double jump up airing. And so like when that kind of happens and he's like right here, just that's when you back air him off, because then you get to do your nice little back air recovery. So what I want you to do is just up air me until I'm at like 80. Or, okay, and see, or if I DI in that exact position right there, that's when you hit the back air. So now back air. Right. Yeah, so
now I just...
Well, I have to be in the air, and then you just do that. Okay, so laser, back air again. Okay, so I now just up air a million times. Okay, I'm like, oh no, he's getting me. Yeah, so right there, that's the perfect spot to up air again. So yeah, just do it, just up air, and then right there, then you back air, and then I do this right here. So what you want to do when he's up at that angle, there's like a very... So here's the thing, is basically this. What just happened there is Falcon's only counterplay to the up air mash into back air, which is that he ends up in this position where he's just gonna barely be able to double jump back. And what you can do there is, there are a few mix-ups. It's like the only mix-up he basically gets, where you can do like this waveland off double jump bear, you can grab ledge and invincible bear, you can grab ledge, but the problem with grabbing ledge is if he's kind of coming in at this angle, he's kind of coming in at this angle where like he'll kind of like air dodge to edge here or whatever. And these sorts of chaotic situations will happen, and you'll be able to like learn that mix-up eventually. But the important part is knowing that like most of the time you'll just get this up air thing. So here, like, so give me some damage. Fine, and then just up air like a psychopath. And that's good too. That's good too. And then back air. So the shine there, the back air there, those are fine.
Okay, so.
But no, don't back air me unless I'm in the air.
Oh, so just
up air, and then yeah, just back air. Okay, now I'm gonna go this, and I do this. Don't grab the edge. Perfect. And then I recover again. Yeah. Okay, and so obviously, if the only place he can go is the ledge, you can just grab it. You know, like if he's so far away that he's just gonna get edge hogged. But that's the thing. Yeah. Okay, and here's the interesting thing on the platforms is Falcon's tech roll is so long. Like it takes forever. Like you probably noticed. It's kind of like Sheik. Okay, so watch. So get some damage to me. Laser back air. Okay, perfect.
Okay, yeah.
And now do the up air. Yeah, look at that. Easy. Easy. Just up air. Or yeah, or that.
Got you. Okay.
The thing is, you don't really want to grab. You want to hit more up airs. So it's like right here. Yeah. Up air, and then I come down, get behind me in the air. Get behind me, whichever direction I am, get behind me. And then just shark for the back air. Then I'll go off stage, I have to double jump back, and then I'm dead again. And literally, it's funny that you chose the 2 matchups first that are kind of the easiest to flowchart. But this is it. Like, this is kind of the thing. And so, like, obviously, if you're doing your running around like this, it's not easy to get a lot of up airs. So you're usually going to end up getting like a wave shine into an up smash, into a tech chase. You grab, you up throw. Falcon tech rolls to the side. Don't be doing any of this wave dash grab stuff. Just full hop up air it. Then up air again. He goes up high. He doesn't want to get up aired off the top. He DIs off stage. Full hop off, shine or back air. Depending on the spot, you just shine there. Then you just do this. Back air, back air again. You know, like, that kind of thing will just kind of happen over and over and over and over.
Got you.
And there's more I could get into. I think this is probably enough for now.
This is enough of a game plan for me to practice. So yeah, that's great. Like, wow. that was a lot more than I thought I was gonna get, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. A couple little small things really quick before we end. So just. You don't need to die, but just come up here. So if let's say I am at 0, or like let's say you hit both of these lasers, and then you grab me at this percent. It's kind of at this, don't throw me. It's this really awkward percent where there's not really like a lot of good follow-ups, a lot of up throw. The correct answer at this percent is actually back throw. So if you grab Falcon from 0 to 5% or 0 to 10%, most of the time you're gonna back throw. So just grab me and back throw. And you just get a tech chase. You get a tech chase out of it.
Oh, okay.
And that's better than the up throw, or if you up throw me. And like, yeah, you got me there, but like,
you did a higher percent too.
Yeah, there are positions where like, basically there's these low percents where it's really annoying to do it. And then, okay, another thing is that here, just like laser me up to like 130. 130 should be good. Because this situation came up in our games. Okay, perfect. So you can actually, so if I'm right here, you're gonna grab me and up throw me, and I'm gonna DI off stage. Just as an example, I could be DIing anywhere. Just full hop up air. Just full hop up air and kill me out of this. Go ahead. Yes. So you don't need to back air out of that. If you grab Falcon at like 130-ish, it might even be a little bit lower. You can just, so try it again, get some percent, and then just up throw. I'm going to do no DI at like 125, 130. And try 125. It might not work, but we'll try it. Okay, perfect. So just up throw, and then just full hop up here. Ta-da! So up throw back air is not needed in the way that you were using it before. When we played our 2 matches, you were doing up throw back air at high percent. You can just up throw up air there. And there's actually a percent around a little over 100 where on FD you can do up throw, and if I DI away, you can up smash it and I'll die.
Okay.
But those are just a couple small things.
Okay.
And yeah, I can go on about this matchup forever, but I tried to break it down into like, that's the simplest I could do.
No, that's great. That's great. Like I got a lot out of that because, like I said, I didn't. You're gonna learn from the amount of lessons we're gonna eventually purchase. That like, damn, this guy, he plays the game. You know that I know, but he's like, he doesn't really have a game plan or like an ends means to how he's supposed to win his matches. Very, very. I'm not even gonna call it freeform. I'm just gonna call it like lazy.
Hey, that's better. Most people can't realize that about themselves.
Oh no, I'm very self-critical and I'm very real about it.
So here's the thing: is out of the things I gave you, there are holes in this game plan. You'll notice when you try to use it, you're like, wait a minute, he didn't really mention this spot. If you're confused about those, you can hit me up about it. But in general, if you focus, like, this game plan is not quite as completely cut and dry as the Sheik one. Whereas the Sheik one, it's like you can follow this game plan to a T all the time, and you'll just win. This Falcon one is more like you want to follow all these rules like 95% of the time. And then you'll kind of, through experience, realize where they don't really work or where you really could have gotten something more. But it's more like when you follow these rules, the amount of situations that you feel threatened in or the amount of situations that you feel like are good for you, the number of those changes. So you're like, oh, wait, these situations that I thought were only okay for me are suddenly way better. And all these situations that I thought were really bad for me are nowhere near as bad. And it'll sort of just give you a better, like, understanding of the limitations of Falcon as a character in general and how to, like, deal with it. And you'll be able to, like, form, you know, a more complex version of, like, basically this game plan plus a bunch of little nuances that you can, like, pick up yourself from playing it. But this basis is super, super important.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Yeah, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, why? My question to myself is like, well, why didn't you think of that?
It's not as simple as it seems. It really isn't that simple. There's stuff every day where I wonder how I didn't think of that, and I'll watch some player who's, you know, who's never beaten me in tournament, and I feel like, haha, I'm 100 times better, and they do some edge guard, and I'm like, I'm not gonna tell them I took that from them, but thank you. It happens way too often.
That's cool. That's cool though. All right. Well, I'm glad I spent the money to get this Falcon knowledge. That's definitely some shit I did not have.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
And
Awesome.
another fun lesson. It's very enjoyable talking with you.
Yeah. Yeah. This is actually really cool. I already have ideas for like my next two.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna have a vibe because the next one is kind of a character that doesn't really pop up very often. But
okay.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah, this is super awesome. My wife's like, yeah, you got 10 lessons. I might buy more. I don't know. But yeah, this is super
yeah, we'll
cool.
see how it goes. But yeah, have a good one, man. It was fun talking. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sure. You have a great night. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.